Guys, it's Allison. I'm here to do a video for you today. I'm going to do my September TBR video, and as you can see, I'm in my bedroom today because my husband is in the office and he's making a lot of noise and I don't want to film this in front of him. So I'm going to show you the books that I picked for September, and I'll just show you that I made a list. Here is my list. It is 15 books that I chose, and the theme that I chose is fantasy. This is my Erin Condren planner, in case you guys are wondering, and I love it. Anyway, let's get to the books that I chose for September. So the first book that I chose is George R.R. Martin's A Storm of Swords, which is the third book in the series. And I'm very excited to read this because I like the other two a lot, and I want to continue the series, the television series, but I like to read the books first and then watch the show, even if they're not really exactly linked. I like to do that way. So this one is, again, a very big monster of a book, and this one is how many pages? 1,128 pages. I think this one possibly is the largest. Correct me if I'm wrong. The next book I chose is The Black Prism by Brent Weeks, and it says here, every light casts a shadow. Not exactly sure what this one's about, but I've heard good things about Brent Weeks, and I hate reading the backs of books, so I just know that this is a fantasy novel. I also chose another book in another series by him. This is called The Way of the Shadows, and this is the Night Angel trilogy. I really like the cover of this one, and then I think the whole trilogy is already out. It says the perfect killer has no friends, only targets, and it sounds like it's about an assassin. Sounds really good, and I can't wait to read both of these ones. This one is the Lightbringer series, and this one is the Night Angel trilogy. Next, I chose Elantris. This is by Brandon Sanderson. I've had a lot of people suggest that I read Brandon Sanderson, so I thought I would give him a try. And this one seems like a good place to start. It's the first in his series. I'm not exactly sure what the series' name is. Or actually, this one might be a standalone. I didn't really research these books very much before I started to do this video. Anyway, if you guys could let me know if this is a series or if this is a standalone, that would be great. Next, I chose The Name of the Wind. This is by Patrick Rothfuss, and again, it's a trilogy. Mallory already read this one and she really enjoyed it. Again, all these books are really big. For paperback, this is a huge book, and it's over 720 pages, so yeah, they're pretty massive. I think I have the audiobook of this one to go along with it, so hopefully that'll make it a little bit faster to read. Then I picked The Magician's Guild, which is the first book in the Black Magician trilogy, and this one is by Trudy Canavan. Again, have never read her, heard good things, and specifically about this trilogy, and I own all three of them. So once I get past this one, I can try the other ones and see if they're any good. Then I also chose the first book in the Seven Realms series. This is The Demon King by Cinda Williams Chima. And I really like the cover of this one. This one has a sticker on it because I bought it at Chapters anyway. I haven't taken it off yet. Again, another series from another author I've never read, and actually I picked, again, two of her series. These are both young adult fantasy novels. So this one is The Warrior Heir, and again, by Cinda Williams Chima. And this one is the first in a series as well. I think it has more than three, so it's definitely a series. Anyway, every time I hear this author's name, I always think of The Hunger Games. I think of her stylist. I don't know why. Anyway, next I chose Graceling. This is by Kristen Kishore. Again, a new series from an author I have never read, and this has already been completed. The trilogy is already finished. All three of the books are out. Have not read anything by her before, and so I've heard good things about this book and this series. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. Those are the physical copies of the books that I have that are on my list. And then I also have a few that I have the EPUB versions, or the electronic versions. So I have chosen The Girl of Fire and Thorns. This is by Ray Carson. And again, a new series. This is a young adult series. I believe all 3 of the books are already out. Have not read this author, and I'm not even sure exactly what it's about, but I'm going to read it. And I think Mallory read that one already, and she said it was really good and I should read it. I chose The Assassin's Blade, which is the compendium of the novellas that are associated with the Throne of Glass series, and this is by Sarah J. Maas. So it's all the novellas that are prequels to the series put together. And I really, really like the character, Selena. I think that's how you say her name, Sadothian. Anywho, I really enjoy her, and I want to know more about her backstory, so I'm going to read this one. And then I'm going to pick up Heir of Fire, which is the 3rd book in the Throne of Glass series, which is the final book, I believe. And again, by Sarah J. Maas. And this one comes out, I think, September 2nd, so it will be coming out soon. And we can find out what happens to Selena and the rest of the people in the kingdom. I also chose Poison Study. This is by Maria V. Snyder. This picture is really blurry, but is about a girl who has to taste the food before the king, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I haven't read the back of this book in a long time, and I can't really remember. I also chose to read the next one in the Rogue Angel series, which is called The Forbidden City. It's by Alex Archer, and if you haven't listened to my video or watched my videos before or read about Alex Archer, it's actually a bunch of people who've written under the pen name Alex Archer for this character in this series, and I think there's probably about 45 to 50 at this point, and this is number 5. So I actually really enjoyed it. It's about a girl who is an archaeologist, and she gets into all these weird situations. She goes to find these, treasures and stuff, and there's action, and it's very quick. They're very easy to read. They're very short, so it should be pretty fast to read these ones. I think I also chose to put the 6th one on the list in case I have time. And then one book that I didn't have I don't have a copy of yet is called Dark Triumph by Robin Lefevers, and I don't think it's necessarily a series. I think there may be just companion novels, and so this is the 2nd book in the series, and it's about assassins and nuns, and I really enjoyed the first one. Can't remember exactly what it's all about. It's been a little while. I'd have to look at it and kind of refresh my memory, but I know that I really enjoyed it, and I'm pretty sure I will enjoy this one as well. So those are the books that I chose for September. I know it seems like a lot, especially when you look at this pile and you see how big all of these books are, and it's not even the entire list of books that I chose. So hopefully I'll be able to get through quite a few books, because during July, August, I didn't really do much reading. I guess I was outside a lot, or, just doing summer things. So hopefully now that the weather is getting colder and I have more time, I'll be able to do a little bit more reading. So if you guys have read any of these books, tell me what you think. If you have any answers to the questions that I posed, you can leave them down below, and I am very grateful. So if you have any comments, questions, anything at all, leave it down below. I'll get back to you guys. And make sure to check out the blog, where we have some good stuff coming up. We have the readathon, which is starting September 21st, I believe. It's the week of the first day of fall, obviously, because it's the Fall into Reading readathon. So stay tuned for the schedule for that, and lots of fun things on the blog. So that is it for me today. Have a good day, and hopefully you have a good month of reading. And if you post at TBR, link it down below and I'll definitely check it out. Bye!